He ain't locked up. What's going on, good people? Welcome back to RPM Automoto once again. This is a 2004 Suzuki Ltz250 Quad Sport. Picked this thing up off of Facebook Marketplace. The guy was moving, he was cleaning up, he threw it on there for $100, and I told him I had to drive like an hour and a half to come get it. He said if I can get there now, I can get it for $50. And so I hopped in the truck and drove and got it. So he said that this thing had a firing issue, and he believed it was this box here, which this box is the starter solenoid. But he had it off, and I just put it back on there, but he's got all the wires off. There's no carburetor, but there's a carburetor bowl. The tires are slick, really slick. Got some plastics, got the headlight, got the side footboards, one side panel, it's been painted gold, and we got the front plastics. And I hate when they cut the front plastics on any sport four-wheeler. I mean, just ruin a set of plastics, try and make it look sporty or whatever, but these plastics are high. I mean, so don't cut your front plastics. It's stupid. Plus it keeps mud out of your face. We got I don't know what this the grab bar. This looks like a grab bar or something. It's got Nerf bars on. I guess this is the old foot guard or whatever. We got an air box. He said it didn't have key ignition, so that's been hacked. We got a battery cable. I guess this is the clutch cable or something. I don't know. But like I say, it's all complete except the carburetor and that one side panel. It's got a gas tank. Tires are dry rotted. It's got the factory pipe on it, which is good. Usually these are gutted or no longer there. So it's got all the controls. Now these have reverse, which is cool. This is the reverse lever right here. So that's cool about the 250. He had it listed as a 350. And I got to looking at it and I was like, nah, dude, that is a 250. But for $50 and 2.5 hours of driving, I mean, I couldn't beat it. I mean, I can part it out and make $50 right now, like the pipe, and if the engine's any good, we can sell that. A lot of other stuff, but it's got the Nerf bars on it. That's pretty cool. The tail light be worth some money. Headlight. Yeah, it's got both. I don't know if these are factories or add-on, but he painted it purple. I guess he was trying to make it a Lt250R. Didn't they come in purple? Or the motor did or something? I don't remember. But anyway, I'm gonna get it off here. I know right off the bat I gotta get a carburetor and hook up the power source and see what's up with it. Hopefully the motor's not stuck. It's been sitting with no carburetor on it. So there's a choke cable. So hopefully no water got in there and froze the engine up. So I am going to get a battery pack and try and figure out the wires on it. See if we can get it to spin over, see how it sounds, see if it's got spark. And if it's got spark, then you know you need just some fuel. So I might look around, see if I got some kind of carburetor to put on it. If not, I get one of those Amazon cheapies and put on it. So anyway, let me get it off the truck and we'll go from there. Alright, so I went ahead and hooked up the starter solenoid and got the battery cable hooked to it and the starter. These things are shaft drive. I didn't realize that. They're shaft drive. I wouldn't think that for a sport four-wheeler. Let's see if it's got any oil. And it's barely touching the stick. So it's probably gonna need, it ain't no probably, it is gonna need some oil. Here's the ECU. There's a fuse missing. I wonder what size fuse that is. I think that is supposed to go here. We found a fuse to put in there. Get some oil. Put a little oil in it. At least it'll be touching the dipstick. I don't know if that's a bad sign or what, but I don't really want to spin it over with it low on oil. So I'm going to just put some in there. It's real low on oil. Should be able to just stick it in there and without screwing it in. So I'll say it was about half a quart. So I got the jump box because I don't have a good battery as of right now. The bad thing about some of these electric start models, you can't turn the engine over. Oh, I gotta get a fuse. So I'm just gonna stick a 10 amp fuse in it. Nothing too crazy because I don't know exactly what's gonna happen. So jump box is on. So hopefully this thing will spin over. I'm gonna go ahead and hook the key switch wirings up. Got two tied together. I did notice the thumb throttle is broke. That's why the cable was laying in the box or whatever. Uh, Start button. Do these have a safety switch? Nothing there. One was got any blow fuses on it. Nope. Nothing. Wonder did he burn the starter up? I'm pretty sure you don't tie all these wires together, do you? Maybe we'll just have to jump it over into solenoid and see what that'll do. He might have hit. Oh, got some spark. I seen some sparkage, but I hear the starter clicking. Man, it's about to burn the wire up. Let me undo this. I smell it. Hopefully the motor ain't locked up. Only one way to find that out is to take the little cover loose, try to turn it over by the crank. Oh, woo. We ain't got nothing there. So I'm wondering if the motor's toast. Let's put it in gear. Let's pull the spark plug and see what it looks like. It might be only worth $50, who knows? Some people, they get tired of messing with stuff and throw it on marketplace, or they tear it up, have some kind of storyline with it just to get rid of it. Hot eggs. Push come to shove, we can put some oil down in the transmission fluid down in the cylinder and let it sit. I'm pretty sure it's been sitting out with no carburetor. It's gonna be. It's got an E3 spark plug in it. It's not bad. I say, I think if you take that side cover loose, you can turn the motor over with the crankshaft. I don't see any rust in there or water. A little small. Let's pop this little cover off. Could be a bad starter. They might have burnt the starter up. Trying to turn it over. Way back up in there. I don't know if I got a socket that deep. That one will fit in the hole. Well, it's kind of deep off in there. I don't think I got a socket that deep to go in there, is there? Let's see if I move it just to show us. That's neutral. Let's plug it. You gotta have a socket deep enough to go up on the crankshaft. It's got the edge of it sticking out, but the nut is way back in there. I don't know if I got a socket. I have to look around. Well, I'm kind of stuck. It's clicking the starter, but it ain't. It sounds like the starter is doing its thing, but I can't turn the crankshaft. I really don't want to pull this stator cover off just yet. So let me see if I can find some kind of socket deep enough to go up in there. So I found a socket. I haven't tried to turn it yet. This is a oxygen sensor socket. It's a 7/8, and it's got that opening in it, and we should be able to use that. Let me get ratchet. Oh man, she's locked. Could have rust in the spark plug hole. I mean, in the cylinder, because it's set with no carburetor, but it's locked tight. So I'm gonna get some transmission fluid and squirt it in the spark plug hole. Just let it sit, and hopefully that'll free it up. If that don't free it up, they either ran out of oil. But he said it had an electrical issue. He had that off, and all the plastics off. So I don't know, but it will not. It might budge. Well, let me soak down the cylinder. We'll let it sit. Alright, so I've been letting that transmission fluid sit in the spark plug hole, and I poured some WD-40 and transmission fluid down in the intake, just letting it sit. I just put the plastics on it just to see what it looks like, and she looks a little rough. Front plastic has been cut, like I said. It's missing one side panel, They've been spray painted gold. So the seat looked like a leopard got hold to it. So it ain't the greatest looking thing, but like I said, for 50 bucks, if we can even get it to run, we can get some plastics. It just really needs the front plastics. We might can clean up the rear and some other odds and ends. Tires, most definitely. I don't know if the brakes work, but anyway, let's see will it even turn over. I'm gonna take all these plastics and stuff back off. I just mainly wanted to get a pretty good idea what it looked like all together. And it ain't the greatest, but I've seen worse. Like I say, it's very rare that you find a $100 or $50 even four-wheeler on the marketplace. I mean, it's going to be a total turd, like real old or real tore up, or it's going to be stripped down. So when I seen this one, it wasn't that far drive. I said, well, let's give it a shot. And the guy immediately held it for me, marked it pending. So that was good. So I told him if I gotta drive that far, I hope I don't get there and you can sold it somewhere else. So I did get me a 7/8 socket. Found one, and I got my torque wrench. Let's see what it do. It's still stiff. I don't want to force it and break the crankshaft. I'm scared to put a lot of force on it because I don't want to break the crankshaft bolt or nut or tear up something in the engine. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a little there it goes. It turns. Oh, it stopped. It turned and then stopped, but it's look at that. Let's see what it goes the other way. I wonder if it's because I got the spark plug still in it. Yeah, it goes that way and stop. And it's got some rust in it. Let me take the spark plug out and then turn it over. Go ahead and take the spark plug out. I really need to put like some rags or something on the ground. A piece of cardboard, let me see. Something so I don't get transmission fluid all over the place. That's all it is. It's got some rust in the cylinder where they left it with no carburetor on it, and it's just wide open to the elements. It probably didn't have the plastics on it. So I'm gonna try to turn it over by hand just to get it past that hard spot. And then we'll hit it with the starter. See, it's stiff there. Spit and transmission, pull it out. Right there. Yeah, it's got some bad rust in that cylinder. First it wouldn't even turn. The transmission fluid works wonders. Yes, pretty bad. Hopefully it's not a stuck valve. Only way we can tell that is pull the head off, because valves are stick too, and they hit the top of the piston, but it wouldn't turn over at all at first, so I let it soak. So that tells me that it's got rust in the spark plug hole. I mean, in the cylinder, my bad. Right there is where it's stiff. So I guess what do you guys think? Let it sit some more, or take the valve cover off, see if all the valves are moving, or cam cover. I think it's rust. I think it's got some rust in it. It's a dead stop. Well, I think I'm gonna let's pull the rocker covers off, and then I'll be able to see if the valves are opening and closing, and then if they are trying to open and close, well, that means that they're not stuck, and it's just got rust in the cylinder. So let me get some things together. We'll snatch the valve covers off, or rocker covers, lifter covers, whatever you want to call them. Maybe. I would get the smallest ratchet I can find. Really need to clean that dirt off. Well, I guess it won't hurt it too much. Might get lucky though. Clean this dirt off there. That one must be closed because I can feel the rocker moving. That one's open. That one just closed. It's pretty tight though. There's no adjustment. Huh. That one still got a little play in it, but it should be closed. Looks like both of them are closed. So that's open. That one's opening it up. Seen it push down. So the other one. See, I can't get the other one to open. It don't look like it's pushed down because it wouldn't be slacking the rocker. So I'm definitely thinking it's got some rust in that plug hole. So I'm gonna put some more transmission fluid in it. Now we got it to move. I'm gonna put some transmission fluid in it and let it sit again. Hopefully it works that rust out of there. I'm gonna stick a screwdriver in there and just see what the piston is. Oh, that one don't go. That don't go straight down. There we go. I don't know what I was doing. So the piston's all the way down. Because if I turn it, it should come up. No, I think that's further down. It wasn't all the way down. So I'm gonna put some transmission fluid in there again. Let it sit, and we'll see what that does. Okay, so I've been letting this thing sit overnight after I put some more transmission fluid in. So let's see if I can get it to make a full turn here. This time I got my oil pan up under there. Uh-oh. Man, it turned a lot, but still it stops. I don't know if it's got a... Well, I kind of confirmed that. See, now it won't go all the way back the other way. I kind of confirmed that the valves were moving, but I mean, it's a dead stop. So what I'm thinking about doing is pulling the rocker cover off. It's like right there. It's a hard stop. So let's pull the rocker cover off of this thing. And let's see exactly what's going on here. Because I let it sit with transmission fluid and I thought maybe by sitting overnight that it was going to free it up. I'm trying to get y'all in there as close as I can. Let's see here. I was hoping that was going to do the job, but it didn't. So let's see here. Get y'all over there. What the action is going on here? Now, dropping the camera all over the place. So let's pull this rocker cover off. Take a look at it. See what we got going. Because there's something stopping it. I mean, we got it to turn so far. The battery's dead a little bit. We got it to turn so far and it stopped. Seemed like that rust would be kind of dissolve and go ahead and let the piston do its thing, but everything is covered with old mud crap. Kind of want to go in a zigzag formation when you're taking these cover off, like rocker cover or cylinder head. Down there, I'm gonna have to get a wrench, a 10 wrench. I'm really hoping that we can save this engine. I think these two Phillips head bolts on the top, I think those hold the rocker shafts in, I want to say. At this point, might as well tear it down and see exactly what's going on. At least take the head off, make sure we don't have a stuck valve, which I don't think we do. Gotcha. I don't think we do, but man, that boat is longer than the four-wheeler is. That one must hold the whole cylinder on or something. It's gotta be loose. Cranking away on it. don't know what's up with that bolt there. That thing must go all the way down to the bottom end or something. Man, that bolt is long. I'm just spinning my wheels. That bolt, it won't come out. Let me get the other bolts. Get the other bolts freed up. That's how long the motor is. I'm hoping these are not the bolts that hold the... I don't think it would hold the rocker shafts. I think those Phillips head 10mm bolts will hold it. I don't think I'm concerned about that other bolt. Let's just see what it even... See whether it can come loose. I don't even know where I can hit it at. I hate to hit it here. Yeah, we don't want to mess up the threads. Let's just put that back on there. Don't do nothing stupid. There's our rocker cover. Let's see what we got. There's our two little rockers. Set these over here out of the way. There's our camshaft right there. Try to get focus in there. Looks pretty clean in there. Timing chain feels. So that valve looked like it appears to be up. So we're rotating pretty good, but it's stuck right there. But does that valve need to be higher? This one's like past a little bit past the surface of the head. So let me get something. I'm gonna smack this valve. Get a long rod and smack that valve right on the tip and see will it even move. here. If that valve will move, then kind of hard to get the camera down in there. Let me get a light too while I'm at it. That good enough? Well, I'm thinking that exhaust valve might be stuck a little because this valve here is past the surface a little bit. This one's kind of flush, but we can tap it just to confirm that it's not stuck. Go through here. I think it's stuck. I'm gonna try and push down on it. Yeah, it's moving. So the valve ain't stuck. So definitely there's something going on in the top end that's rust. Because when you get right here, I mean, it is froze pretty good. But it spins this way. I feel it too. I kind of hear some crunching. I think it's some rust. Oh, there it goes. It went up just a tad. I don't want to break the rings. Can I back it back up? There it goes. There it goes. I had to put a little more force on it, but I want to just work it. The only thing we got to do is put some silicone on that rocker cover and we'll be good. There it goes. Spitting transmission fluid out. Spit it on the tire. Spitting it all over the place. It's trying to go. I kind of figured it was rust, but I want to be sure it wasn't a valve that's kind of stuck. There it goes. What I should do is just kind of let it, yes. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna let it just kind of sit for a minute with the piston up there where that rust is, and go ahead and put the rocker cover back on since we know that it's not an issue with none of the timing chain or the valves, and that way maybe that transmission fluid will eat up the rest of that rust and we'll just keep working with it. But we know everything in there looks pretty clean though. I don't see any bad spots on the cam, so maybe it's a survivor. We will see. So I went ahead and just grabbed me a sandwich right quick and something to drink. And I said, well, let's just leave the rocker cover off of it and let it soak some more, and then see if we can get it to bump. So let me see. Let me see here. I'm trying to get it. Okay, going. Feels kind of stiff. I'm just gonna give it a bump. I think it's going. Going. It's going. Kind of stiff. Huh. It's turning all the way around. There we go. Oh yeah. I guess we need to go the other way because the starter here is making that noise. There we go. Oh yeah, she's turning now. I knew if I just let it sit for a little bit, get some oil up there at the very top. It had rust at the very top of the cylinder. There it goes. All right, so now we can put the rocker cover on it, hook a battery to it, and watch it shoot transmission fluid everywhere. All right, so let's see how this thing turns over. I got the spark plug out and everything. So I'm gonna hook the loose pack up. Put the valve cover back on and let silicone dry for a little bit. So let's see what it does now. I got that towel on there to keep transmission fluid from blowing all everywhere. Turns over. Starter works. It blew out some carbon and trash. So let's see if we got any fire. Now we got it to turn over. I'm gonna hook the ignition switch up. We should be able to see if got any spark. He said it needed a CDI box, but he gave me the starter solenoid, so I'm like, something don't sound right. So I'm hoping, me hooking the key switch up, well, the wires, that we'll have some kind of spark on the spark plug. You guys can see the spark plug, but it's right here. Let me make sure, I guess the switch is on, I guess? I don't know. Let's just try it anyway. It's got some compression because it blew the spark plug wire off. I don't see any spark though. No spark. I don't know if he's got these wires twisted right. Hopefully it didn't burn up everything on it. No spark. That's the on and off switch. I don't think these has got a clutch switch. Is it gray and yellow? I'm not even getting a spark at the wires. No spark. So somewhere along the line here, something is cutting out the spark. It's got a clutch switch. Maybe if I hold in on the clutch, I guess. Let me put the wires back. He had yellow and I wonder if all three wires need to be tied together. That don't sound right. No spark. So I'm gonna leave the yellow and red tied together. I'm gonna hold in on the clutch. Really, the start button should work. I can't. I can't hold it, everything. Let me get a zip tie. So I got the clutch zip tied, the handle. No spark. So he wasn't lying about that. Sometimes these caps are cause problems too, these little spark plug caps. I see some wiring in there, but let me see if I can put it next to something metal. Could be a grounding issue, it could be anything. Have to dig through. I don't know if it'll arc off of that though. I ain't holding it. Guess I can hold it like that. If I get zapped, you'll know it. No spark. So something's going on somewhere on it. I'm about to do some wire chasing and see why I don't have any spark. Let's just put the spark plug in it and just see if it's building compression. And I'm gonna have to I mean, unless they blew the CDI box, jumping it, because you can blow a CDI box out by jumping a car off while it's running. On some bikes, you can mess up the charging system and the CDI. See how much compression it's got. Sounds good. The only thing we got to figure out now is, see, it won't even start with the start button. I just got to figure out, CDI shouldn't have nothing to do with the start button. So it could be a, a relay, starter relay, or it could be several things. But it should at least, that's the reverse switch. Let me cut some of the wire back. Could be a bad coil, but the thing about it is it still should turn over at the start button. Maybe it's the starter solenoid, because your power goes to it. It could be bad. Anyway, let me do some wire checking and I'll bring y'all back. Alright, got some good news. Finally figured this thing out. We got two things that was going on with it. Number one, this starter solenoid was bad. And I had a brand new one, but it's got the 3 wires, but the plug is different. So I just kind of stuck the wires inside of the harness, and we got power now. We got headlight somewhere in there. You have to kind of play with the switch. Well, who cares about that? Anyway, we got power going through the whole 4-wheeler, and still wouldn't turn over. So I did some wire checking, took the on and off switch apart, and inside of there's a little piece of metal, and you got 2 orange wires that hooks to that metal, and when you turn the on and off switch on, it makes contact. Well, that one orange wire was broke away from the little metal circuit board in there. It's kind of hard to see, it's kind of way down in there. So what I did, I traced those 2 orange wires all the way through the harness from there, and I just got them jumped out with a spade connector thingy. So I got those 2 jumped out, and now it will turn over with the starter solenoid, and we got fire, which is cool. So now we got fire, and it works with the start button. So I am very, very happy. So, in all, it wasn't really the ECU box. It was actually the on and off switch was bad. Well, the wire broke off of it, like the harness got pulled. And then the solenoid wasn't no good. So let's make sure we still got fire, so I won't feel like I'm lying. So what you got to do is pull in on the brake lever, hit the start button, and let y'all see it. But it's got fire. It's got fire. So I am so happy that now I can move on to getting some fuel to it and see about getting this thing running. Now I gotta get the right carburetor. I dug up a carburetor for it, but it's not gonna work. It's off of Polaris. So I'm just go ahead and order a new carburetor. I gotta get a throttle cable and the thumb throttle is broke. Let's turn the lights out and see. Y'all can see it a lot better in the dark. Well, somewhat dark. Oh. So yeah, we got fire. Hopefully we got some kind of compression. Let's put the plug in it. So the only thing was really wrong with it is, like I say, that wire up there on the on and off switch. I guess it got ripped out of there. The harness got pulled and pulled that wire off the little circuit board in there. And the starter solenoid. They probably burnt the starter solenoid up trying to jumping across it, trying to crank it, like jumping a screwdriver across it. Mike can shoot it with something, see what it actually fire up for a second. Kind of hard to do. No, we ain't got nothing. Hold on. It's hard for me to hold this I wish I could get a screw back in. Sound like it's got compression. It's trying to crank. So that's good. We got enough compression with it hit off starting fluid anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and start ordering some stuff for it. Like I said, I got to get a throttle assembly because this one, they broke it. It don't have no thumb throttle. It don't have no cable. I think I got a cable. I had to look at it. And I got this carburetor off a 325 Magnum, but it will fit the hole, but it's missing some stuff. So now that we know that we got fire and compression, I'm gonna go ahead and just get what we need. We need a choke cable. It's got that part of the choke cable. It's missing. Choke cable's broke, and carburetor, thumb throttle. And for now, I think that'll be good for now. The air box is missing the top to it, no filter. So just a little by little, but as long as we get it to where it run, make sure it ain't smoking or nothing, then we can go ahead and get this thing back going. So that's gonna be it right now. I'm gonna order some stuff for it, like I say, and get all that stuff in. I still got other projects I'm working on, so I don't know if I'm just going to jump right to this one. I finally got the gasket set for the TC. It's in this envelope here. I got the gasket set for it, so I got to finish putting this bottom end back together, and I'm waiting on the gasket set for the Ts100. So I don't want to get too many things tore down, get stuff strolled everywhere like it is now. But y'all just stay tuned, like, share, subscribe. As always, y'all just stay tuned, and we'll get this Ltz250 up and going. I'll try and do it as quick as I can, at least get it where it's running, and the plastics and all that. I got to figure all that out. But anyway, that's going to be it for now. Hope y'all enjoyed this for a little bit. Stay tuned. Holler at y'all later.